Oroville is the township based on the principles of the Mother and Sri Aurobindo. The Oroville Charter states that Oroville belongs to nobody in particular. Oroville belongs to humanity as a whole, but to live in Oroville one must be a willing servitor of the divine consciousness. Oroville will be the place of an unending education, of constant progress, and a youth that never ages. Oroville wants to be the bridge between the past and the future, taking advantage of all discoveries from without and from within. Oroville will boldly spring towards future realizations. Oroville will be a site of material and spiritual researches for a living embodiment of an actual human unity.
It's a place to work with human nature just as it is, to the extent that they can be integrally conscious of what they bring to the collectivity, this concert of oneness that we want to create. To that extent they can contribute consciously to it. If they're unconscious of certain elements that they represent, they're not going to be able to bring that to Oroville. That's all. To the extent that you're conscious of what you are, that you can bring. What you're not conscious of, you can't bring. The three principles on which our education is based. The first principle is that nothing can be taught. What does that mean, nothing can be taught? The Indian idea is that because we are souls who have a mind, who have a life and who have a body, the Indian idea is no, you're a soul who has a mind. The intellect is of great service to the development of the being, but the intellect is not the end. So where do you get knowledge? When the mind falls silent. So knowledge is in silence that transcends mind. In that soul space, you are an all-knower, because there is only one soul. The source of the universe is you. So knowledge is self-awakening. Now, if the principle of education is that nothing can be taught, then how does that process of learning and teaching take place? The second principle is that the mind must be consulted in its own growth. For that, I need to interact. It needs to be a dialogue. So teaching must be much more passive, consciously observant, and consciously suggestive of what each individual child needs. And the third principle is that we must go from the near to the far. Whatever is near to you, you will act upon. A teacher must work on what's near.
Hãy subscribe cho kênh Ghiền Mì Gõ để không bỏ lỡ những video hấp dẫn.